Hey everyone, this is Chef Steven. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're going to do a recipe that I am a huge fan of out of my cookbook, Get Your Grub On. We're going to do our beef lengua. Now, I grew up on the border, and of course, this is something that we ate quite a bit, so I really love this recipe. There's a few ingredients. We're going to go low, we're going to go slow, but you know what? This is going to be outstanding. And for those of you who have never had beef tongue before, well, this is definitely a recipe worth trying. Now in front of us today we do have a few ingredients. For example, we've got our big old beef tongue here. We've got an onion cut up, a tablespoon and a half of garlic, a carrot cut up, 3 stalks of celery. We've also got some seasonings and spices such as a bay leaf, a teaspoon of coriander, a tablespoon of chili powder, as well as a tablespoon of oregano. We've got a 1/4 cup of tomato paste, as well as a cup of wine and about 1 quart of beef stock, as water doesn't really have a whole lot of flavor. All right, let's get this recipe going, shall we? All right, the first step that we want to do is get a little bit of some oil into our Dutch oven. If you got a crock pot, you can do that too. Just remember to go low and slow. The very first thing that we want to do is get a little sear on our beef tongue. We're going to let that go just for a couple of minutes. Okay, now that it's had a couple minutes to sear, we're going to do the other side. You notice you're starting to get some of that skin. It's going to start peeling back, and we're going to let that go for another couple minutes. Next, we're going to add our red wine and vegetables. We're going to let that cook down for about 5 minutes, and then we'll add everything else. Our wine is cooked down a bit. We're going to add the rest of our ingredients, our seasonings and herbs, tomato paste, and our broth. What we're going to do is we're going to bring that up to a boil, and then we're going to lower it to a very low setting. What I like to do is I like to get parchment paper and put that in, along with some foil. And this is going to keep all that heat and steam in our Dutch oven to create almost like a pressure cooker, if you will. We're going to put this on a low setting for about 4 to 6 hours, maybe even 8, but we're going to check it at about 4.5 hours. So we'll see you then. Okay, we've gone about 4 hours on the stovetop. Our beef tongue is super soft. Our tongs go right in. Fork tender with your juice. You can cook it all down. You can save it for something else. That's all up to you. What I like to do is save a little bit, put that in with all my beef, and shred it all up and have a real juicy, tender beef tongue. Now we can take our beef tongue, put this in a mixing bowl, and all of this skin just comes right off. You just want to be careful because it is hot and it will burn you. Now when I say this is fork tender, nice tender, you can shred it with a fork. Now I like to taste it and season it just a little bit. I try not to season it during the cooking process because this liquid, if it overcooks, it'll get real salty, and you can put salt in but you can't take it out. So next step that we got to do, put this together and make some tacos. All you want to do is just get a little bit of your lengua, get some tortillas, whether you go with flour, corn, mix, it's all up to you. I like to get some avocado, some queso fresco, and a little cilantro. And our lengua tacos are ready to eat. All right, now it's time to try our hard work. That is amazing. The lengua, just like the roast, fork tender, rich, amazing. The cilantro, the avocado, the queso fresco definitely complemented very well for some awesome tacos. Overall, I hope you all learned something today. Make sure that you follow me on social media, Chef Steven Gonzalez on Facebook, Chef Stegons on Instagram. Also, go to chefstevengonzalez.com to get a copy of my cookbook, Get Your Grub On, and we'll catch y'all next time.